Building or upgrading a gaming PC right now in mid-2026 can be really challenging. We've got component shortages that have pushed RAM and storage prices higher, and getting the latest high-performance GPU can require an investment. If you're a student sitting on a tight budget, or just a former PC gamer looking at an outdated rig, dropping thousands of dollars on fresh hardware just to get a stable frame rate in modern, frankly unoptimized games may not be realistic. To add, if you're looking at an upgrade for an aging gaming PC or want to play some of the biggest and best titles at even high or ultra settings, there is a silver lining though, because the reality is you don't actually need to have a brand new rig to play these latest games at their highest quality settings. In truth, a lot of people already own the exact screens they need. Take Chromebooks for instance. They're practically universal across college campuses and high schools, but most people view them as basic tools purely for typing up documents or watching video streams. Plugging NVIDIA's premier cloud gaming service GeForce Now into that equation changes things entirely. It doesn't matter if you have an underpowered Chromebook, an aging Mac, or a MacBook, or a modest laptop, because you can stream RTX class gaming through the native application or a web browser, often with an opt-in to install a PWA for quicker access on the go. It even lets you play games like Cyberpunk 2077 at ultra settings right there on your phone or tablet. And this is just part of the perks of cloud gaming. Another big draw for this service in particular is you don't need to repurchase your library of PC games. GeForce Now actually connects straight to those accounts you likely use already, things like Steam, the Epic Games Store, which actually gives away free games weekly, so claim them if you haven't done so already, Xbox PC Game Pass connects, Battle.net, and even Ubisoft Connect. If you already own the game, you can just log in, boot it up, and you're having a good time. GeForce Now also gives players more flexibility in where they buy these games because of these connections, making it easier to compare storefronts, take advantage of sales, and find the best price to get the games that you want to play. Not many people realize, but because it's cloud gaming, you don't even have to sit around waiting for a massive day one 80GB game patch to download before a session, and you aren't clogging up the now expensive hard drive storage that you have on your machine already because the games live in the cloud. It's not quite Netflix for games, but it does work in a similar way. Arguably one of the best benefits of cloud gaming is you're not bound by one device either. It's basically ubiquitous. You can pick up right where you left off, basically on any device, like your phone, your tablet, your PC, TV, and much more on top of that. If you're a Linux gamer like I am, and there's a growing number of people like me out there using distros like Ubuntu or even a Steam Deck, GeForce Now is the perfect workaround for titles that require kernel-level anti-cheat. It's a bridge to a high-end Windows game system without requiring you to switch platforms because you can play without a specific software limitation. There's even a native Steam Deck client that opens up more AAA titles to that now 5-year-old gaming handheld. And in some ways, GeForce Now can extend the lifespan of your existing hardware because you're not really putting any major stress on the components within it. The library of games is now at well over 5,000 titles and growing weekly, which covers practically everything you could want to play, and with 3 distinct tiers for you to choose from, which allows you to choose that performance that suits you the best. The free tier will give you access to 1080p gaming at 60fps, the performance tier at up to 1440p 60fps RTX gaming, and then there's the GeForce Now Ultimate plan, which gives you access to RTX 5080 GPUs for up to 8 hours of a time. Ultimate players can stream at up to 5K 120fps with DLSS 4 and full ray tracing in supported games. It's the equivalent of getting over 3 times raw performance of a PS5 Pro, which is a top console experience of its own. The free tier lets you test drive GeForce Now for up to an hour at a time, or a day pass might be a really great way to see if a performance or ultimate membership is the right fit for you. Better yet, the cost of that day pass can be applied towards a first membership purchase, making it even easier to level up when you are ready to do so. You can pick it up, drop it, or just give it a whirl when you want to play the next big title without needing to do much more than get connected. To strip it back to its bare bones though, GeForce Now lets you potentially skip the rise in prices of individual components or the need to buy a full system just to play your favourite games or upcoming games. If you're not confident in PC building or don't trust potentially dodgy used computer sales on eBay, then there's no reason not to at least try this out. For the vast majority of price-conscious players out there, lapsed gamers or students wanting to play on devices they already own or bring to class, GeForce Now can offer a more accessible path to that high-quality, high-end PC gaming. Definitely check out the links down in the description below to get started with GeForce Now today and bring, well, high-end gaming practically anywhere.